There we go. Oh, wait. Camera's not awake. Hold on. Alright, I'm back. For now. I will get rid of my ugly, shrink my face here in a second once I get the GoPro to wake up. There it goes. The GoPro's online. Transition. Okay. I'm back. I put a new row sensor in. I think that has fixed my problem for now. We're going to get planted then. Or we're going to try again. Drop. Oh, wrong marker. This marker. Yay! Drop the marker. Alright. Very good mark. Happy with the fact that I keep drag blade with it, but I really don't have much of a choice. Borders. This is the last border round I need to do. I'm already going a little nuts today. I think once I get the border done, I'm going to run down here into this valley and start working my way up. That way, if it rains, the lower ground can not have to worry about trying to work down in mud pits. That's moisture. In theory, the higher up you go on the hill, the less moisture tends to stay around. Now, if that isn't any truth to it, I could be wrong, but. And then, of course, I'm planning right through it. This is all going to be screwed up eventually. That's just how this field lays, though. Hopefully the weather will hold for a little while. Supposedly it could get really bad here over the next 4 hours or so. I'll pull through it. Don't like doing that, but I think I'll have to try and figure out if I can raise that drawbar up a little bit, just to help clear those. I know you can raise the hitch a little. You can raise the wheels a little bit, I think, but I don't think that is recommended to be done unless you're doing a hill type of crop, which we don't do. But at the same time, it would be nice to be able to not bottom out every time you go over a terrace when you're doing your corners. Spreader turned around, or where it doubled, or where actually when it started up, because it's that extra dark green. I will say this has seen better days. Change my marker around. Joining me today, hello, welcome in. I hope you please like and subscribe. It's free, it makes me happy. It gives me that extra boost of serotonin that my doctor has prescribed me. Actually he didn't, but I still have that extra serotonin helps. Oh, shut up! Because I slowly descend into madness with this monitor driving me nuts, which it has a way of doing that. I got a turkey over here already. Flip-flop. Probably just to make sure I got seed in the ground, I'm going to end up running this here like a regular terrace. Let's get this spun around. Flip the marker. clay pit, as I call this part of the farm. As you can see, it's very red. Got lots of red clay soil here, which is why there was at one point in time a pottery. Not that this was the clay pit for the pottery. That was actually not too far from here. I think a quarter mile. What am I? Where am I going? I'm going southwest of here, quarter mile west. I'm just going to spin this around. Your dropping frames. Well, this farm is not exactly the best. Sailor. Whoa, what the heck? I don't think I've ever seen that marker do that before. That's nice. No, I flipped the marker. Jerk. There we go. was about. I'll have to look here in a second to get down around this here. Mark here because this is where the riser is for this one terrace. This one around it. If I did. Okay. I will be right back, folks. Okay, I'm back. Sorry about that. Had a quick call I had to make. Let's get this thing backed up. We can get this finished. The border's finished here. This is just gonna look like crap, I have a feeling, by the time I get done here, but I mean, only time will tell how good of a job it did. I mean, I ran this planter last year on a different farm. It did good. I liked how it did. hopefully. Hey, good marker. Raising my seat a little bit. The other two farms it's pretty much impossible to live stream because they're right there in a swale. This one is touchy at best. Probably just start down here, start working the terraces. I'll do this terrace just so it's done. Then I'm going to switch over to the other side of this hill here. Start running it. I got my 60 feet of border done. Didn't have this problem last year. Then again, these terraces might just be in a better, higher push-up than the ones up at Greenwood or Ashland Farm. No, stop doing that, jerk. actually do wonder if I change, if I do mess with this a little bit, how much it would affect the way it is. No. Fix that! What? Okay. In some tight spaces. Okay, there we go. That's this sucker filled in. Nice looking cloud to the southwest. Northeast is starting to get dark. Southwest Wisconsin, southeast Minnesota and northern Iowa. It was saying it could get really bad tonight. To those of you watching from there, I hope you got speed. I hope it doesn't get as bad as they say it could get. Because last week we had enough but hell run through here. We had some good sized hail. I think we had maybe inch and a quarter hail, and it just hailed for like 20 minutes. Why am I not cutting myself on this thing? All that does is just eat me. It drives me nuts. Oh, excuse me. Do I have the correct marker? Yes, I do. I don't want it in a tree. No, that'll screw it up. Dang. Flipped. Go down. Yay! That did work. Sometimes you gotta sit and just fool with everything. I knew that was going to happen. I don't like when it does that, but somebody's got some suggestions. I would gladly take them into consideration. But I think this is going to be the last terrace I have to go over to plant. Because once I get up to the one butte camp, at least with the sit around it, but I'm not so sure how it's going to like this planter. Ran this planter on this farm before. Those of who are sticking with me throughout this endeavor, thank you. As I get these beans ran in here on this somewhat beautiful Monday. It is currently almost 3:30 in the afternoon where I'm at this time. the end because this terrace is relatively shallow on the borders. It's not a very deep channel. Yeah, I just don't have the room nor the patience to keep fooling with it. Lift up when I did spun around. Dang it! That's got me hard on that. I pressed the button, but obviously must either not have pressed it hard enough, or I didn't, or it didn't recognize it. Probably the second option. I didn't press it. It'll give me like a UI cam so I can watch on the DVR. Why didn't that come up? Because you didn't press it. Dang. Come on. This is just going to fill this right in. That's already somewhat planted. Yeah, there's the mark for that one on the border. Flip, flop. Maybe? Yes. Drop it. Go. will be running tonight, folks. Either until the weather turns bad, or probably run till 9 o'clock. I don't know. I've got plenty of time. I'll just get up again tomorrow and keep going. That section of the terrace done. You're still dropping frames. That's not very nice. Hey, hold on, which one did I have? No. You. Yes. Fast is, but I'm still getting thrown around. We're doing 3.8. Don't ask me what that is in kilometers. For my friends outside the U.S. who are watching this, if you are watching this outside the U.S., hello from the middle of BFE. I guess so it isn't BFE, it'd be BF USA. I don't know. Five viewers, supposedly. Hello, folks. Good afternoon, evening, morning, whichever side of the road you are on at this point. It is currently 37 minutes, 3:37 p.m. Let me rephrase that. Where I'm at. If you're new here, just happen to come upon some farmer streaming bean planting, and you have not subscribed yet, please do. It's free. You don't have to ever come back and watch again. My goal is to get to 1,000 by the end of next month. I know we're over halfway there. When I last looked, I was at 576. I'm not sure what I'm at now, without having to stop and pull something up and look. Well, I don't have the luxury of time when it comes to getting stuff planted. If I didn't have time, if I had time to waste, I would. But they're calling for weather to change. So, anyways, like, subscribe, share, watch. Mute me and just play it in the background if you don't want to listen to my voice, which I understand. I can be quite the chatterbox. But then again, I presume some of you guys watch this to listen to me chat. Any questions, comments, put them in the chat. do apologize for the constant frame drops. Farm here is not the best for reception, and if you are bearing with me, I do thank you for that. Get up, Marker. I shouldn't call it stupid. I need it. Tractor's not even that old. Not even the last one did that. Dinner's here. Yay! I'll go get that after. I want to get this valley here planted, and then I can probably go back and grab dinner, supper, whatever it's called. Why did I switch them? What am I doing? I don't know. Just drop the stream. reason why I'm trying to plant this earlier in the day is because this is where these people are right up against the subdivision. I really don't want to disturb the people on a Monday night. They're going to want to try and sleep and go to work tomorrow. So I'd rather be further away from them so they can't, I don't get a nastygram saying you were too close to the houses at a late in time. Please refrain from doing that. Well, that's hard to do. Get this ran in. I am not on my mark. I don't know where my mark went. Oh, there it is. I think. I don't know. Shoot. I am going to have to go over this terrace. Get at an angle, get at an angle, get at an angle. At least 2 laps around. Come at that at a good angle. I'll just back up and get it straightened out. Yes, I got the marker I want. Some ground cover today. Kids are out of school. There's a school bus. Nothing else on my hotspot, yet it still keeps whining and keeps dropping frames. Sorry folks, I can't help that. my hardest here to bring you a stream. Nope, I'm gonna hit that smack on the head. Just next over a little bit. Tear up some of the beans as well that I just planted. It's a marker. It was not exactly keeping it on. And of which that I do not regret. Speed and precision is a balancing act. It's not, you can't get one and the other unless you, have the, I forget what you would call, like the triad of, between precision, speed, and cost. You want low cost but high speed, you get crap precision. You want high precision, low cost, you lose speed. Precision, speed, and cost. The balancing act. Not one I'm very good at. beans, you don't exactly have to follow your rows. I got a heck of a white spot there. Can't win. It's starting to dark out. This is going to be all narrow. Sun's coming back. I don't know. Oh shoot. Computer came unplugged. I did not realize that. I'm good spun around. There. That is charging. Running off of outlet power. There to make it worth running back for. You have to cut your losses where you can. Last year somewhat where I ended up knocking down corn because I got it too tight. No, 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 no! No! Dang it, I pressed the up button and it didn't go up again. You piece of crap. No. Alright, I guess it was all damn slugged. Ah, for fuck's sakes. Alright, now I get to play clean out for the next hour.